How are you?
I'm very well.
I know you are. Please tell me this is Bottega.
Bottega right off the Parisian runway. Louise Trotter turning out all of our dreams, shoulders and rock crystals. And
why am I doing this?
You can't help it. I mean, the joy of getting to wear Bottega when you've got Louise at the head, coming into a show about all these beautiful, powerful women, it feels very special.
Yeah, and one of only, I think, 2 women showing in Paris, right?
And I think really, arguably, one of the most talked about shows out of Paris this
100%.
year. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, for sure. I was talking to Matthew, scene partner of yours. He told me there was a scene they did 30 takes, and you were able to summon incredible tears all 30 takes.
Yeah.
What the hell were you crying about? Can you please tell me? How do you do that?
There were some tears, and for Carrington Lane, if you've seen the trailer, you would find it strange that there'd be some crying happening from her, because she's
no jokes.
She's a see you next Tuesday, as they call, which I take as a point of pride, quite frankly. I take it as a point of pride. But she's crying because I think you'll see, but she's been humiliated. And when you are humiliated, I think it brings out a tremendous amount of your inner, your need to release. So, and she spends a lot of time, I mean, you'll see when you watch the show, my character's really the odd girl out. And so they're all together, and I've sort of been cast aside. And so what I choose to do to make my place in their world is really outrageous.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little retribution, a little bit like you must pay attention to me. Attention must be paid.
Okay, well, that makes me immediately think of Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction, and the fact that Kim K had not seen the movie.
We had quite a night that it was involving a lot of vodka, a lot of candy. It's an incredible movie watching with the icon herself, Glenn Close.
What was that like?
It was extraordinary, but it was also like really amazing. Everybody's little takes on it. Like Kim was snapping pictures of like Glenn's like her little like negligees and things. She's like, oh, maybe a Skims like she was she's just like Kim is like her brain is like a giant sponge. She's just working all the time, and she was like snapping pictures. Whereas I was like looking at Glenn's like acting choices and why she did this in this moment, and then Nisi and I were talking about all this, and then Glenn would be like, oh, that was the day that I had like a margarita before this scene. It was so scary. And we were just like, we're getting information. We're like hearing things that are just like, what? It was just like having a front row seat to, the greatest acting class in the world. It was so special. Yeah, really special.
I'm going to leave you with this because I think I just feel like, I am curious about it. I know when I read the headline of the loss of Diane Keaton, I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you think about her legacy, when you think about, and I mean, the way you even showed up here tonight, kind of reminiscent in some ways of images I've seen of her. When you think about her legacy, what comes to mind for you?
She was a very dear friend of mine, so it's not something I'm able to talk about yet. I'm not able to talk about it, but I all I can say, and I have been saying tonight, which is important to me to communicate, is that what you thought she was as a performer, she was even more spectacular as a human being. And I was the luckiest person in the world to have had her in my life the way that I did. So